All right, the final one is what's your way too early top five for next season? Matt, let's start with you. Who you got in the top five?
Michigan. I think you have to start off at one. I don't see if you can go anybody else, especially with the way that they won the CFP this year. I think Georgia's at two. There's a couple question marks about who they graduated, who they're getting back, so we'll have to see about that. I think Oregon at three is probably going to start off strong. They're moving to the Big Ten. What's that going to look like? We'll see. I like Texas. Texas at four. Only because Texas is getting most of their strength back. Ewers is going to be back. I think a big chunk of their defense is going to be back next year. They're also going to be moving to the SEC, so it's going to be their strength of schedule is going to go up a little bit. So that'll be interesting. And I like Bama at five. I think we'll get a chance to see early if DeBoer is going to be the guy or not.
Yeah. Jesse, who's yours? Top way too early, top five.
Yeah, I like where Matt's head's at. I too think Michigan automatically gets put at number one. You win a natty, you go to number one. I agree. Georgia at two. I would say Texas at three, over Oregon, just because I don't know. I think maybe with them having Ewers coming back and knowing that Bo Nix, I'm pretty sure is finally out of eligibility. I don't
Yeah, he's
know.
out.
But Oregon at three. I would say I don't know that Bama's four, but I'm gonna put Bama at four, and then I'm gonna throw everybody off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put Ole Miss at five.
Ooh, okay.
I thought about Ole Miss. I thought about putting Ole Miss that high.
I'm putting Ole Miss at five. They finished with a historic season for them, and they have owned the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
Putting Ole Miss at five.
Yeah, the only thing there is Judkins leaving, but I mean, like you said, there's been so many that came in.
They didn't
It's
use
been a
him
good
that
thing.
much, though.
Yeah, they
I mean, like a
underutilized him, I
little, but
think.
not as much as I thought.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I'm going to say, and maybe I'm a homer, but I'm going to say Georgia at one. There's some key losses, but and then lots of core members are returning as well. So we picked up some good guys from the transfer portal. I think it's probably the thing that I'm the most excited about is the return of Branson Robinson, who's a really physical runner who missed all of last season with a ruptured patella tendon. He should be ready by spring practice, and I'm really excited to see how he does. Obviously, we picked up a few transfers. We just got, and it looks like Caleb Downs, freshman of the year, huge defensive, success there at Bama, will probably end up at Georgia. So, number two, Texas. I'm going to go Texas at number two. They were already really scary on offense, but now Isaiah Bond has joined another, big time wide receiver for Ewers to throw to. Number three, I'm going to go Oregon. They're expected to be a contender even with the departure of Bo Nix. A lot of uncertainty there. And speaking of uncertainty, I'm going to go number four, Bama. Bama has Milroe, who will give them a chance to win. But honestly, I think their biggest loss in terms of players will be what?
I thought Milroe hit the portal.
Jalen Milroe?
Didn't
No,
Jalen Milroe hit the portal?
no, no,
I'm
he's there.
pretty sure he
He's there. I mean,
did.
unless it just happened like in the past few
I
Just
minutes.
thought I
saying.
saw
Yeah.
something about that.
I think the biggest loss in terms of players is going to be Will Reichert, who was clutch in
Did
countless
Jack
situations
right?
over the
The
years.
highest scorer in NCAA history? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then I'm going to go number five, Mizzou, and that might come as a
Oh,
surprise as well. They're losing Cody Schrader, which will be a big loss, and some people on defense, but Brady Cook and Luther Burden, the third, who was, a big time receiver for them this year, will be returning. And I
huh.
think they'll be a bit of a force to be reckoned with. So we might have to deal with Drinky a little bit more. I think the big
Hold on.
losses.
Wait a minute. Back that up. Say it again.
Yeah, I got Mizzou at number five. Yeah. So I think so. If you're thinking some teams that might ought to be in front of them, I'm going. There's big losses for people moving on for both Ohio State and Michigan. So I'm going to go Mizzou ahead of them, but we'll see. Yeah.
Wes,
What? Come on, it's not that
Are you
far-fetched.
seriously putting Drinky at 5?
I'm not putting. He's not the only person on the
Dr-
team.
Drinky at 5?
Yeah, man.
Wes.
I'm circling the wagons. I
Wes.
did Toughness Tuesday.
Wes.
I did it all. What?
Wes. Oh no, baby. What are you doing?
Man, I don't know.
I don't want to listen. I don't want to live in a timeline where Drinkwitz is in the top 5.
I don't either.
want.
I'm just
I
going
don't
off
want
of what I
that.
saw and the way they finished this season. Yeah, Brady Cook coming back, Luther Burden III coming back. I think that tandem plus, I think they're going to get a few things figured out on defense too.
You know who's a team we haven't mentioned?
Who's that?
LSU.
Notre Dame.
Why would we?
I just wanted to see Jesse's reaction.
That's it.
There it was.
Um,
Okay, we're done. We can move
Yeah.
on.